My name is Bob. I was born in China, but I went to Japan when I was a teenager. Actually, I came to Victoria in 2007 and then started at the UVic as MBA, and after that I just started my business. Once we have educated in Japan that we know how good it tastes. After I came here, I find it really kind of sad because the food here is not even in the same level as we had in Japan. A lot of people are starting to saying, why don't you open a good ramen place in Victoria that make it really authentic, or which is exactly same level to the Japanese ramen in Japan. If you do comparison about the Chinese ramen and the Japanese ramen, is the Chinese mostly focus on the noodles, but the Japanese focus on the soup. So the soup we have boiled it for a long time, usually is 2 days. So there's a couple stages. Let's say about the pork broth. So we use all different parts of the bone from the pork. And then we do 2 stages. So we have to boil it and do some special treatment and then boil it again. That's the whole soup is boiled from the bones with 100 liters of water. End of the day, we only use 20 liters of the water we serve to customer. So that's why we make the soup authentic. We have tasted about 2 weeks in this location before we opened up. First of all, we have to satisfy by ourselves, our taste, because most of the people from Japan in our team, including me, we know the taste. So once we had it okay, we start to open to the public. So the soup is by God, I don't know how many years they have been working on it, and you can taste 10 different or more than 10 different flavors in Japan. Everybody is using different technique or method to put all the different flavor from the deep bones or the veggie. So actually we don't use the bones, we don't use the veggies. The reason we boiled it for a long time is because we want the deep flavors came up to the soup. So the miso, which you can see from the video, is we have more than 9 or 10 ingredients in the miso itself. Actually, the miso, which we all know there's 2 kinds, shiro miso and aka miso, which is red and white. We do that one, it's not only same brand, we have to locate it all different resources. Like at least 3 or 4 kind of miso, which is all give you, the different brand one give you different taste. So with that one, plus we have to use few more Japanese sauces and some special sugar. I can't tell you all, but those for the miso. But when we do the miso, we have to stir fry it for over an hour without any burning. If we find a little, even a little burning, we have to dump them all. So this one person, you can see our chef is cooking. He has to do that non-stop for over an hour to turn all the bottom up. And then you can't use, have to control the heat as well. If the heat goes so hot, they're bubbling up and then they burn. After that, we have to let it sleep in the cooler for about a week. So there's more of flavor and texture from the miso itself. After 1 week in cooler, refrigerated, we can serve it to customer. So that's the whole miso part. You can guess how long and how much work we put it in. That's what we can call we're doing the real authentic ramen. The different noodles give you different texture. Actually, the skinny noodles will give you more texture of the soup. So when you brought a noodle up, actually the skinny one, they'll bring more of the broth to your mouth. So you have more texture of the soup. We're trying to give the people who had a good experience in Japan, and then they know how we do our work. We don't cheat on our soup, we don't cheat on our work, so they know we're doing authentic. The bowl of ramen look like really simple, but what I can tell you is not simple. As we describe the many steps we have, the biggest spirit we're trying to do and we learn from the ramen is we try our best on every single step, and then you have a perfect bowl of ramen. ラーメンでさ、シンプルに見えるけど、実は簡単じゃないです。我的卡了吧？我就说英文了，你说不是你一说中文我就说中文了。Ramen looks like a simple, but it's not easy. 看似很简单的拉面，其实有很多功夫在里面，不那么简单哟。